Have you ever been at a grocery store deciding what kind of milk to purchase, or just basing your purchase mainly on what you drank at home or put on cereal while growing up? Well, I have 3 main reasons why you should take your milk choice a little more seriously, and why I believe 1% milk is a better choice than 2% milk. I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk because you are limiting the calorie and fat intake while consuming the nutritional benefits from the milk. I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk because it tastes better, and I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk because it's a happy medium between 2% and skim milk. Now for my first point, I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk because it limits the calorie and fat intake while consuming the nutritional benefits from the 1% milk. According to the Nutrition in 1% Milk article by Molly McAdams, all milk contains some particles of solid fat, but the benefit of 1% milk is it's lower in solid fat content compared to 2% milk. I grew up drinking nothing but 2% milk because it's what my parents preferred and put in our house. And when I grew up and went to school, I started buying 1% milk, and I realized it was healthier for me and better for me than anything other kind of milk. So now that's the only kind of milk I ever purchase. So now that I've talked about the nutritional benefits of 1% milk over 2% milk, I'll move on to my second point. I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk because it tastes better. I live in a house with 3 other girls, and our refrigerator is full of a variety of different milks. We each have our own preference of which milk tastes better, and I believe that 1% is the best. Still, we always argue about which milk is the best. My roommate Teal stated that she prefers skim milk over both 1% and 2% because 2% is too chalky and thick, and 1% milk is just still too thick for her. She's always drank skim milk, that is why I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk. And for my third point, I believe 1% milk is better than 2% milk because it's a happy medium between both 2% and skim milk. Have you ever poured 2% milk in a glass and then poured 1% milk in a glass? The difference in the texture and the thickness of the milk is very apparent. All the milk, the 2% milk is thick, and you can just smell that it's thicker, and the 1% milk is just a little bit lighter. And when you go to drink the glass of milk, the 2% milk is just really creamy and thick in your throat, and the 1% milk is like goes down like water, but like not too watered down like skim milk. This is why I believe 1% milk is a happy medium between both 2% and skim milk. Today I told you 3 reasons why I think 1% milk is better than 2% milk. 1% milk is better for you, 1% milk tastes better than 2% milk, and 1% milk is a happy medium between both 2% and skim milk. I hope that you've all thought about possibly trying different milk, so the next time you have to go to the store and have an option for milk, you try a different variety.